Hey everyone, I'm Nora Shabazi, and I am here today with Bailyn. Can you say hi, Bailyn?
Hi.
And with Cricket, who's here from Ounce Prevention Reading Center in EBLI. Cricket, can you say hi?
Hi.
Yeah, Cricket has taught Bailyn 30 hours of EBLI. And what we're doing here is we're always hearing from the experts and the researchers and the educators and the administrators and all of that in this literacy space. But very rarely do we hear from the most important facet in this whole literacy world, which is the student. So today, Bailyn is here and she is going to share her literacy story and her story in general with all of us so that we can get a perspective of a literacy journey from somebody who had struggled and has worked really hard with literacy from this perspective of the student. So, Bailyn, if you would, will you tell me and all of everyone listening a bit about yourself, like how old you are, where you live, what kind of things you're interested in, and that type of thing.
Well, I'm from Kansas. I live in Hoxie. I'm going on to my 16th birthday this summer. And so,
Mm.
yeah, and then I just like to do sports and show cattle and a lot of things.
Wow, what sports are you involved in?
I'm in basketball. I just do basketball. I have two teams that I'm on, and then um I'm thinking about going out for track next year, but yeah.
Oh, good. I went to my first track meet just the other day. What position do you play? Cricket was a basketball player, by the way. What position do you play?
I am transferring. I was a four, and I'm transferring to a one now.
Oh, that's a good thing. Now, I only know it as like forwards and
Yeah,
guards
I
and centers. What's a four and what's a one?
Four is more like a person that like can rebound. Is they can play a post, but they they necessarily aren't the main post because maybe they're not as tall or I don't know.
Ah,
But
interesting.
so yeah, and then
And what's a one?
a one is a guard, and they kind of control the ball where it goes. They call the plays and stuff. So
Wow, that's kind of fun. Are you excited about that switch?
yeah.
Yeah, that's a guard is excited. I know cricket was the guard, and I was
that
like the
was a guard.
cheerleader. Go team, run up and down, get that ball, don't lose it. So tell me about the cattle that you show. What kind of cattle do you show?
Um, I show um I show black ones and I show steers, and um they're the sweetest thing ever once you get connected to them. A lot of people like don't want to when it's sale time, like you don't want to sell them because you have such a big connection with them. Um Mine our fair's in like 4 weeks, so it's kind of big crunch time on like getting them ready for it and stuff. So yeah.
Wow. So do you live on a farm? Do you have lots of animals?
Yeah, we live on a farm. So
Okay. So you have other things beside cows or
yeah, I have pigs and goats, and my goats are probably my favorite because they're so funny.
they are and we went to a barn not long ago with my grandkids and all these goats were they really just wanted the snacks we had, which were very and they are very entertaining. That's so fun. So you've
Hmm.
had them for a long time?
I've had them since like I'd probably say like towards the end of school year. So,
Oh, okay.
but
Wow. All
and
right.
then you sell them in June. One of them at our fair, and then the rest go to market.
So every year you get new goats and new pigs and new steer?
Yeah,
Okay. Wow,
unless you
that's
unless you get a heifer. If you get a heifer, then you breed her in the next year.
all right. Well, thank you for educating me. That's
Yeah.
very
Yeah,
interesting. And
that's a
you work with all
lot.
of these animals and you feed them and you take care of them and all of that?
Yes.
It's impressive. Good for you. All right. So tell us, if you would, a little bit about your literacy journey from when you were younger, whatever you remember, and kind of in general up through. And then I can ask you some more questions to dig in deeper.
Well, when I was real little, school was just, fun. We were supposed to have fun there. Nap time was fun. Now looking back at it, back then I didn't want to take a nap, but I sure could want a nap now. But most of it is just like I do remember always having to go to a different room, like always having to go to a different room to like read or anything. And like whenever I even remember like when I didn't know something, I'd sit next to this girl, and I'm not gonna lie, I cheated. I was trying to cheat because I didn't know what I was reading, and so
Oh.
I would try to cheat, and then the teacher had to move me away, and I was upset about that because then I couldn't cheat anymore because I didn't know what I was doing. Um, then like going up, I was trying to get caught up on my reading and everything. So like everybody was trying to, I was like learning the same stuff I was learning in pre-K, but I was still moving on grades, so it was kind of getting harder and stuff. And then whenever we would go to the library as like a class, um, people would be picking out bigger books, and I always thought, oh, why can't I like get a bigger book? Like, why do I have such a small book? Like, I should get a bigger book just so no one knows that I can't read. So then I'd get a bigger book and I wouldn't be able to finish it. Um, I moved a lot of schools to see if teachers would help me. Um, I started off in Hayes. I went there from like preschool, and then I moved to school, and then I moved to another school because this teacher said a lot of people said good things about this teacher and said she could help me, and she did a little. I think more on the mental side of reading, like not caring what other people think. Um, so I'm still in contact with her. She is like a grandma to me. I met all her family and stuff, so she's really nice. So she helped me on the mental side, and then my mom really helped me like get through all this. She was the one. I'm really happy that I have a mom that cared. I saw a lot of kids that their parents didn't really care, and so they would just get pushed along and like just keep moving to the next grade without like actually knowing how to read. And since my mom is so advocate for me and making sure that I have what I need and knowing how to read and all the things and getting me the best and try to get me to reading, that was a big help. So, um,
So you, yeah, keep going. Go ahead.
and then we finally decided to make a big change to hopefully get me reading. So we went to Kansas City for 2 years, my um, fifth and sixth year, and we were there for that. And hopefully, I was reading like we were hoping we were going to read. I went to Horizon Academy.
Is that, tell me about that school. Is that a specialized school or what
Yes,
was
it's
that?
a specialized dyslexic school. It was a
Okay.
private school, so it was tuition. Um, we had to wear uniforms, and like it would fit into our schedule, like learning how to read. Like you had an hour of reading. I learned, I learned. I mean, I did all right, but when I left, I didn't feel like I knew how to read like EBLI did. Like,
Hmm.
um,
What, so you were there, you moved there, you moved from your home to
yeah,
Kansas City?
yeah,
Okay. All
and
right.
then after that, we we moved there. Um, I learned.
Okay. Bailyn, tell me this. So after you went through up to fifth grade and then fifth and sixth grade there, what was your reading ability, do you think? Like, could you read what could you read or what could you not read?
Um, I didn't read a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it was probably pretty low.
Hmm.
I
Okay.
I struggled with reading a lot, and so then after that we left. We went to Denver. We thought Denver. My mom looked into the school, thought this school would have it had like reading and stuff in the hour, so we thought it was gonna be good. Because that school didn't have sports, because all kids traveled from all over to just go to that school, so they didn't have sports after school. Which me being an athletic kid, I really wanted to do sports and like all this stuff and stuff. And so then I couldn't.
So you went to Denver. Did you go to another private school in Denver, or what happened
No, it
there?
was a public school, but it was teaching kids how to read.
Okay.
But then they like lied to us and said that they had junior high sports and they didn't. And so then my mom was upset about that, and it was just a really big school. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
not gonna. They said that like authenticity was like it was mixed. It was good. It was equal. It wasn't. I was like, no, this wasn't the part that the reason I left. It was just I was the only white kid there. I was trying to make friends. I felt like I didn't fit in. I felt like I was like a black sheep in a white whatever.
Yeah.
And so then it was just hard. And so then every day after school, me and my mom would, after her work, she'd come pick me up. We'd go look for a different school. And so then I moved, like, not, I wasn't even there that long. Like, I moved schools, like, right away. So I went to this other school. They said they didn't really know, they didn't really teach, like, EBLI or anything, reading, but they, like, had a good fit because the kids were nice at the beginning to me. They were nice. And then, but those kids have been there since first grade through up to eighth. So they already had their friends and their friend groups. So I was struggling with my friends and like trying to find where I fit in and all the stuff and trying to figure out how to read all the things. And so then my mom asked this tutor to come in and tutor me to help me read in the mornings or in the afternoons of school. And my mom also had to fight for letting them let me do that, like advocating for all the stuff, like my on my Chromebook, the thing that reads it to me, and all the things. And so, and like, and a couple days later, this teacher, like, I had to present and all the things. It was just stressful. So I got through that year, my seventh grade year. I just got through that year. I was like, I just got to get through it. And
Good
then,
for you.
huh?
Good for you.
Thanks. I just had to get through it. And then I finally decided that I was going to move back to Hoxie, even though I didn't know how to read. I was like, I just want some friends. Like, I just need to find my friends. And so I moved back to Hoxie and then went through my eighth grade year. I still, small town, still didn't really find my friends. But then going into my freshman year, my mom was getting fed up that I still didn't know how to read. She's just still upset about it. I was upset about it too. It just kept getting upsetting. Like, I took my driver's ed like over the summer of my eighth grade going to my freshman year. We had driver's ed, and we had this big old packet of like driver stuff that we had to write and stuff and do all that on. And it was just so like hard for me because I didn't know how to spell, I didn't know how to read. So it just took me forever to do. Like, it was so long. Like, it just took me hours. And so then I was just upset and everything. It was just so frustrating that I didn't know how to read and I was going into my high school years still not knowing how to.
Can I ask you something, Bailyn, before I forget?
Yeah.
Did you have all of this school work and help and trying different schools? Did you also have outside people helping, like after school? Did you have instruction, or was it all the people, like you said, the person came to you in Denver, that came to your school actually to help you within the school? Did you do it outside of school time too? Reading instruction?
Me and my mom tried that in Kansas City one time and tried to do it after school, but I was just too tired. Like, my brain can only go for so long. Like, that is not effective when I'm so tired trying to. I've already worked so hard throughout the day. I don't think I can go 45 more minutes
Yeah,
tutoring.
that's very understandable. I
No,
appreciate that.
no, I don't know if I'm not a morning person. I'll admit it. I'm not a good morning person. So if I don't get my sleep, I'm not waking up. So I don't think I could have woken up 45 minutes before school and done my tutoring. So that's why my mom advocated so hard for it to be in my school day. So then once I got home, it was home time, family time, and time to relax and like decompress from the day instead of let's get geared back up to do some more tutoring.
Yeah, more school after school. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me about high school. What happened when you went into high school?
Um, well, you know how kids are. There's kids, and I know in my school, this small town school, there's some kids that still like they struggle with spelling. Like they might get through, but I ask them to spell something, and they're like, and they have to write it out before they know how to spell it. So that's truly not knowing how to spell something. I mean, but it was just frustrating because there's this kid. He just made fun of me. Like obviously, I didn't let that happen very fast, and so we had a talking, and it was he said she said because this girl told me that he said it, and I wasn't even in the room. It was a big deal, and so it was he she said. So couldn't really blame it on someone because there was really no proof. I didn't hear it, so um, it just got frustrating. I'm just like I I'm smart. Like I don't want people thinking I'm dumb. Like I hated that. I hated or like when I would have to give presentations in front of my class. Oh, I'd get stressed out. Um, when I get stressed out really bad or something, I get styes in my eye, like just a lot of stuff. Like I get
Oh,
stressed out. And so then I finally like I would know how to equip, like I would memorize my slides. So then I would just memorize them. So then I knew what I had to say up there and just a lot of stuff like that. And then freshman year, I was like, something's got to change. Like I can't go in my freshman year not knowing how to read. Like something's got
you
to
are so brave and courageous. I just want to interject and say that I am so impressed with you, sweetheart.
change.
You are, yeah,
And so
you have a lot of courage.
I appreciate it. So my mom just she was doing her research. My mom does a lot of research, and I really got to thank my mom. Um, your my parent is she's very advocate for me on getting me the best education that I can get. Um, so she was doing her research, and she was like, "Do you want to try this tutoring? Like, do you want to try it?" And I'm like, yeah, sure." Because I've had so much stuff done in the past, I'm just kind of against like having, I guess, not necessary like I guess people saying that they can help me, and then it turns out they really can't. Like it's false. Like they didn't really do anything for me. Um, and so then it's just like I'm kind of, I guess, have some anger towards people when they think they can help, and so I kind of just like, I don't know. We'll see if you can help me, but I doubt it. So then,
Of course, you're going to be skeptical, sweetheart. How
Yeah,
could you
yeah,
not be?
right.
yeah. So I was very skeptical, and then my mom was like, "Let's just try it and see if you like it." And so then I tried it, and it was all right. And my mom was like, "You like it?" And I was like, "Yeah." And so she's like, "Okay, so you want to do some more?" I was like, "Yeah." And
What
then
was it?
it was EBLI. It was you guys.
Okay, that's great. Okay.
And
So when
so
you came in at first, did you think you're full of baloney just like everybody else? Or I would
yeah,
think, yeah,
You
that
did.
makes sense. Yeah, yeah, that makes total sense. All right, so tell us about that and what your experience was.
well, my first experience was like you guys were very kind and cricket. You really pushed me. I mean, I was a stubborn child. I know. I think.
You were.
I think. I think if I would have just opened up at the beginning, I would have had this done faster.
Hmm.
But I was just so stubborn from the things in the past. I just.
That's what
Well,
we
you were
understand,
traumatized,
Bailyn.
sweetheart. You were
Hmm.
traumatized by it. That makes total sense. You should be skeptical and think here we go again. That's completely understandable. So don't ever feel bad about that. Oh, we got a friend there, huh?
I
A fly hanging out with you. All right, go on.
and so then I was skeptical, I was stubborn, and then Cricket, it finally just started, like, I finally was like, I'm ready to read, like, let's just get this done, like, I'm over it. And so then I finally just started, like, opening up and finally just started to get better and, like, stop fighting her and tried to do what she said. And um it
Is there a, can you explain that any further? Like, was there something that clicked and you thought, oh, I'm seeing a difference? Or did you just think, okay, I'm going to be more open here and see what may happen? Or what happened to make that switch, do you think?
well, at the beginning it was like maybe 3 sessions in that I started, like, when I was driving, I started seeing, like, more, I was being able to read harder words and, like, signs and stuff. And so I was like, oh, maybe the tutoring is helping. So maybe I should just, like, maybe I shouldn't be so stubborn and should, like, actually try a little harder and maybe it'll get better. So then I did, and everything started clicking. I was able to work through bigger words and everything. It was awesome. It was so fun. Like, I was happy and so awesome. I was like so glad that I finally was able to read. I was like, wow, now I know how, like, and I told my mom one night, I was like, I thank you for having me do this tutoring. I finally feel like a normal kid. Like, I feel like I'm not an outsider in my class. Like, I can read in front of my class and, like, not be scared, and, like, I can do my work on my own. Like, I don't have to have a parent sitting next to me. And so it was awesome.
Wow.
Bailyn, can you tell us about the presentation you did in gym? Was it for gym class or what was that presentation you told me that you did?
Well, we had a presentation in gym, and we had to do it on, like, fitness and stuff. And um we had to do it out of a book, and so you had to read the book and to put it on the Chromebook so that we could, like, type it and stuff. And so I did this presentation, and I forgot to look at the slides before. Like, I forgot that's the day we were presenting, and he called our group up, and I was so scared. I was like, I forgot to read my slides. Like, oh no, like, I'm not gonna know what to say. And so then I just went up there and I was all nervous. But then I started reading it. I was like, oh, this is easy. Like, I know how to read. So, like, I started reading it and I read it with my classmates, and I bet they were surprised on how good I did, because in my opinion, I think it was the best I've ever presented.
Oh my, that's amazing. Congratulations. That's
And
just
That's
I
huge.
love hearing this and my heart is just like so happy and also so sad because I understand your pain and all that you've gone through to get here, but I'm so thrilled for you that how much has changed. I have a question too. You said your Chromebook would read thanks to you and you had a Parapro. Were you still needing that at the end of the year?
um, not as much. I didn't use it very much. I was able to read, like, almost everything. I felt
Wow.
very accomplished in my tutoring with Cricket, and I felt like I could do, like, I felt like a normal kid. Like, where was this when I needed help? Like, why didn't someone tell me that this works? Like, it's very frustrating when it's like everybody thinks that I'm dumb or just not wanting to do it. Like, some teachers would tell me, Bailyn, why don't you want to read? Like, why aren't you reading? And it was frustrating because I'm like, I want to read, but I don't know how. Like, you didn't teach me. And so it's just upsetting through all of that, and just a lot of stuff. Like, there's some teachers that would not, would not accommodate for me, like, in a lot of things. And my mom would have to go to school and fight and go to the board meetings and ask for this. And It's just frustrating because my mom would fight so hard, and then like they would tell her no, but then some of them finally came around. Like it's just so frustrating.
Mm, that's a lot, sweetheart.
It
I'm
is.
really impressed with you. I feel honored to have met you and know you here
Oh,
today.
Look at me. Yeah.
I want to
oh,
know, it's hard for
you
me to
can go.
think because no, I'm just trying to think, but my brain is like, oh, I
Can
feel
I,
just like I want
Bailyn,
to
can I
reach
ask
through
her
and
a
hug
question?
you. Hmm.
Okay. Honey, tell us about the time, tell us about your state testing when your teacher pulled you aside and
So we have to do state testing, and we a lot of kids. It was the teacher told us it was for English, and it was the one that it's like testing you and not the teacher. So if you just click through it, and it's gonna be on you. It's gonna look bad. Your grade is gonna go down. Like so, you can't just click through it. You have to actually do it.
Did you used to click through?
Oh yeah, when I didn't know how to read it, I would just click through all of them like really fast. So maybe I could sit there and play a game or something. Um,
Understandable.
yeah, so it was just a lot. And so my state testing, I actually did it and I felt like I did really well. And I was like, okay, don't get too excited because you never know. Like, you know how sometimes you do a test and you like think you did really well, and then you get the test results back and it's like not good at all. So I didn't want it to be like that. And so I was like, okay, I did my best that I can. I thought it was pretty good. Then the teacher came and told me, and she was like, your test scores went up a lot, like really well. Like, good job, Bailyn. I'm proud of you. I was like, thank you. And I was so happy. I was like, that really shows that cricket was really helping me and really, like, EBLI really did something. Like, I really can read. Like,
Mhm.
I'm not dumb. I can do this.
You're
Mhm.
very smart, very
Very smart.
obviously, very smart.
Mhm.
Can you tell me, I'm just like so, I truly wish I was in Kansas right now and I could give you the biggest hug ever on the face of the earth.
Can I
But
go with you?
yeah, um, can you tell me socially what changed? Has anything changed socially as your reading has improved
I
with,
feel more confident in myself. There's a lot of people that I know that when I first found out I was dyslexic, oh, I tried to hide it so much. Like, I told my mom, don't tell anyone. You can't tell anyone. You better not tell anyone. Like, no one can know. I don't want anybody knowing. I don't want them to think I'm dumb. Like, I was like, don't tell anyone. But now, like, all my classmates know. Everybody knows in the high school. They know I'm dyslexic. And they might not like me for that, but I don't care because I know how to read and I know who my true friends are now. I'm confident in myself. I know that if if I would have known what I knew now, I probably would have been more confident. When I was little, I was so like I did not want anyone knowing like when I first found out. So,
how old were you when you found out?
well, it wasn't I'd probably say um probably like third or second grade.
Yeah,
And my mom took
that
me all these places to get tested. Oh, and a big scam, vision therapy. Okay. My mom paid for vision therapy. Okay. And it wasn't my eyes. My eyes weren't the problem. It was my reading. And it did not help me at all. So do not do vision therapy. I'm sorry, but do not do it. If you have trouble reading, just don't do it. It will not help.
Thank you,
How
Bailyn.
long did you do that, Bailyn? How long did you do vision
I did it
therapy?
every day after school, and we had to drive 30 minutes to get there. So I was tired.
Mm,
I did that probably for like 2 months at least.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Geez. Now, how do you see after these 30 hours of cricket? and from before then to now, what do you see has shifted in your mind about not necessarily school stuff really, and even confidence, but about you and your mindset about your future, what is to come? How do you feel, or do you feel any differently about that?
I feel I feel more confident. Like I could maybe go to college. Like I thought I wasn't gonna. Sometimes I even think that I wasn't gonna be able to graduate high school. Um, so there's just I think I can be more independent now. I'm not gonna have to rely on someone like a para we that would sit next to me. I'm not gonna have to rely on them. Um, I will say this one time that I got counted off because the para forgot to put a period at the end of the sentence, but she was the one writing it. So
Hmm.
it's just like fresh stuff like that. I'm just like, well, I wasn't the one writing it. It's truly not my writing. I mean, I told her what to say on the paper, but she
Yeah.
period, and it's just like stuff like that. And I before anybody goes into teaching, the teachers, I really want them to think long and hard. Do they like children? Do they want to see them succeed? And do they want them to get better? And are they a nice person in themselves? Teachers, you guys need to think before you guys say anything, and you guys need to think about what you're saying to kids. So that's all I gotta say. But just a lot of stuff like that, and um, so
Yeah. Um, mm,
Bailyn, I want to say how proud I am of you. Through our 30 hours, Bailyn would wake up every morning, get herself to that computer, remember?
mm,
And she did that all on her own, and she works through all of this trauma. Bailyn, you're a story, you're an inspiration to a lot of people, sweetheart. You're going to help a lot of kids too, just by hearing your story. We're really proud of you. It was your hard work that got you where you are right now.
thank you, and thank you,
Yeah.
Cricket, for helping me.
Thanks for letting me help you. My
Yeah.
gosh, I'm so privileged just to have you in my life.
and Balin, can I say this? The only reason that you were not able to read was nothing about you or your brilliance or any of that. It just you weren't taught in a way that made sense. You weren't taught in a way as you know, because now you were and now you can read. So in that, all of those years of having that internalized is a lot. And your courage to come and share and speak and be so open and vulnerable and honest is such an inspiration to me. And I just want to say thank you because
Yes.
you are just an exceptional young lady.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Thank
Now,
You're
you
the
for
reason, Bailyn, we do what we do.
thank you for giving me the opportunity to share my story.
now, is there anything else that you would like anyone to know, or anything that I didn't ask you, or anything that you would like shared here that you didn't
Um,
get an opportunity to say?
um, I know you're probably listening to my story or something and probably thinking she's just saying this like it won't get easier. It won't. I promise. It will. It just takes time. Like it took time for me to find my true friends and to find that there are kind people out in the world. That there are good teachers. Um, so that you can do it. You can get through anything. So just keep just you just have to keep going. Just keep going and you'll get through it. As long as you
And as long as you keep what?
keep trying.
Hmm.
Well, I think that you are the trier extraordinaire, and you are so admirable. Yes, indeed. And I can't wait to see what you are doing in 2 years and 5 years and 10 years. So you
One
have to
year.
keep in touch with us. Yeah, one
Yeah.
year, you know,
Yeah.
a few months. Are you reading for fun
A little
yet?
bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you? What kind of things are you interested in to read?
I like to read um like I like to read like I like World War II books and mystery books.
Oh,
So
Oh my,
yeah,
I'm I'm obsessed with World War II. Which part? Like Europe or Japan, the Pacific part, or just all of it?
just all of it. Like so.
All right. I might have to send you a few books.
Okay.
I used to live in Guam, which is on the in the Pacific, and the Japanese, it's where they their headquarters were. It's called well, Saipan, which is one of these islands. But there's a book about World War II on the island of Guam. I might just have to send that to you, and you could read it because it's fascinating. I didn't know much about the Pacific. I was really obsessed with World War II and in Europe and all of that. So yes, I read the di. Have you read the Diary of Anne Frank? Have you heard of that?
Yeah, we read it in like in eighth grade in history. So
Oh, all right. So yeah, that got me very interested in the Holocaust and all of
right.
that too. So I'm
mhm.
pretty obsessed with all that. So yeah, we have that in common.
Yeah,
History is very, very interesting for sure.
yeah. And then
Amazing.
um, I like The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. I've seen the movie and read the book.
Yeah, that's something, isn't it?
Uh-huh. And then another book that I like is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder.
Whoa, tell me about that. I'm gonna write that down.
It's about this girl. She so basically she does like a school project and she has to figure out about this girl that went missing in her town. So she tries to interview like a bunch of people and like figure she tries to figure out what happened to her. And she gets like threats and stuff because she's looking into it. So
Don't tell me the end because I'm gonna get it. I
yeah.
love to read. So does it did she do it? Did
Uh-uh.
she? She didn't figure it out.
No, she did, but
Oh, she did figure it out. Oh,
yeah.
she didn't murder her, but yeah, she figured
And
it out.
there's episodes on Netflix about like that's a movie like episode whatever a show about it, and they just came out with season two. So
What's it
Interesting.
called again? Did you write that down, Nora?
I did. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Quite a enticing title, huh?
mhm.
For sure. Well, thank you for educating me, my dear.
Yes.
And I'm just so appreciative that you agreed to do this. You are such an amazing, brave, phenomenal young lady. And I just really
Yeah.
appreciate it a bunch. And thank you, Cricket, for suggesting it too.
Well, I would brag about you after every session.
Yes,
Yeah.
I felt like I knew you, even though I didn't meet you till today. I know a lot about you, but yeah, I'm so
Yeah.
happy to be able to talk to you now.
Yes.
So
I'm so glad I got to talk to you guys.
Yeah.
yeah, well, thank you, my dear.
Yes.
And yeah, be sure and keep us. Well, maybe we'll have to interview you again in a year or so and
Yeah.
see how things are going.
Yes.
All
Yeah.
right.
You
Anything
got it,
else you want
girl.
to add, Crick?
Nope. I'm just so proud of her.
All
Very
right.
proud of you, Bailyn.
Thank you.
You're welcome.